What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video, and today I am doing something that I stupidly didn't even think that I needed to do. I've never really had a pressure washer long enough to even think about this, but this is my AR Blue Clean 630. It's a 2.1 GPM. I think it's like 1900 PSI. It's one of the best pressure washers I've had. I've had it for about 2-3 years, maybe, or so. I haven't used it as much as I would have liked to, so I definitely haven't hit the requirement for usage as far as an oil change would go, but I definitely want to change the oil, put some fresh oil in there. So I found that they make their specific crankcase oil. I ordered that from Clean Garage, and I don't have a container that's small enough to catch the oil, oddly enough. So what I'm gonna do is use a giant oil catch, like a schmuck, but that's how I roll usually, you know, and it'll actually work out pretty decent if I could find a way to prop that up when I'm about to loosen that nut underneath it. Now this is where the oil goes in. There's a sight window here apparently. It's in there. I'm gonna see how that goes, and then there's a nut. This thing is fairly heavy, so we're gonna have to figure this out, but that's the bolt right there. I'm gonna try to prop this up. So this is gonna be the setup. I have a little step thing for exercises that I actually replaced with something else, but it's on a slight angle, so it should drain a little bit better. And if I could get you down low here, that's the plug. So that should go right into our little catch here, which works out good. Now I just gotta get the right socket for that, and we will open that up, and I'm gonna film that. Okay, so it looks like this is a 17. I'm gonna loosen this plug up, and we're gonna get oil probably all over ourselves, but it should be good. Now I would have just full sent this, but I'm trying to record this at the same time, so that wasn't too bad. And here we go. Get all that oily goodness out of there. So we're gonna let this drain a good amount, and then reinstall our bolt, which looks pretty good. I don't know exactly how much this is gonna take to fill. So this is my other dilemma. I'm gonna have to read real quick about this. I was watching a video and someone said to only fill up to half of this line. There's like a line here. I guess that's the halfway point, but this was definitely past that from factory. So I don't know if I should full send fill it or what, but I don't know. So this right here, I just loosened it a little bit with that same size 17. This comes off. This will be your filler hole. It probably would have been a better idea to have that draining with that hole open anyway, just in case. I don't know if it made a really big difference, but when I change my oil, I always have obviously the cap open on the top while I'm draining. I'm gonna get a tiny little funnel, and I'm gonna fill this up. I'm just doing a little bit more reading right now to see if I'm going half or if I'm full sending it close to the full line like it was. I don't necessarily know, but I'm just gonna let it drip a little bit more, get as much of the yuck out as possible, and then we should be good to go. I'll put the cap back on, and we're just gonna give it just a snug nothing crazy. Alright, so I got this on a flat surface now. I can't find a for sure recommendation. So I'm gonna go with 3/4 of this, because at least I know there's oil, and then when I find out for sure I can always top it off, but I don't want to go full, even though it did go full. So like I said, we have specific oil. Everything's tight now. I'm gonna put this bitch. I'm gonna just see what it takes. Still don't see it on the sight glass. I don't see it on the sight glass. And I'm like almost half a bottle in here. It's a little weird. Like, I don't know how much. Oh, wait, now I'm starting to see it. Just like popped up out of nowhere. You saw that? Quite a bit in there. Like it just jumped up. This is strange because, you know, this is 16 ounce. I'm glad it popped up on there though. It's not quite filled, just in case that's bad. It's just a little bit of, you know, over. It's 3/4 instead of half or full until I figure out what is going on. But like I said, this thing was absolutely filled to the brim. It was filled to the brim when I did this. So the oil that was in there was clear. It wasn't colored like that, but I guess it is what it is. I'm just gonna give this the most ever so slight snug. That's it. So yeah, that should be it. That should be it. I'm gonna go get my hose. I'm gonna plug this in. I'm gonna make sure everything turns over and it works, and then we should be finished with the job. So we've got water hooked up. First thing I'm gonna do is obviously run water through this bad boy so that we can make sure we ain't got no air and stuff. That's what I do. I do it for like 10 to 20 seconds. It is what it is. Gives it a good flush, good flushing. And then I'm gonna turn this on and just see what we get. I love these handles. I even got the MTM swivel set up. Pretty good. I really like this pressure washer a lot. If it ever goes out, I'll probably get one of those Kranzla ones. But for right now, this was pretty expensive too. And it was before the Kranzla craze hit. Had this, like I said, for quite a while. And it's done right by me. Always done right by me. So we'll see what it does. So I'm pretty nerdy with my pressure washer stuff. I got different bags for different GPMs because it likes to adjust the flow a little bit. And I got these attachments here that I use, which they're like kind of my go-to. Then I also have the wand. So that's usually how I roll. Let's just turn this on. Let's make sure we got power. It's really weird with this thing. I know I got power, but sometimes when I move that, then it like turns on. I don't know if it's something that needs to be maintained or if there's something with here. As soon as like it does that sometimes. But like I said, we've got oil. We're just gonna run this and just see what it does here. We're on high pressure. I don't see any leakage. I don't know. Nothing seems to be going horribly awry here. Let's see if anything happens when I'm doing it. We're good. We're so good. So that's job complete. Everything's done. I'm gonna put it all away. I'm excited. No complaints, no issues, thank God. I will keep everybody updated if I find out more about the actual oil level. Like I said, I heard two different things and I saw two different things. I saw a video where the kid put a full oil all the way up and then people said stuff about it. Then I was reading online in multiple different spots. Some people said go halfway. Some people said fill it up. So I saw full when I drained it. So for me, that inclined me to want to go 3/4 just in case half was supposed to be the deal. But you know, I have a little extra oil anyway in case I need to go to the full line. It's not far away and there's oil in the system. So no matter what, you know, if you're driving with oil at the full of your dipstick or 3/4 of the way in your dipstick, there's still oil in the system. I'm gonna keep an eye on it, obviously, but for me, it's job done today. Thank you so much for passing by. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. If you're an OCD OG, I truly appreciate the support. I hope everybody's staying happy, healthy, and humble. I'll see you guys on the next one.